All right, obviously the big news of today was the Apple report. We had Apple earnings come out, and it's kind of interesting if you look at it, uh, just kind of looking at a daily chart, you'd look at it and say not much has happened. Apple actually missed their earnings, which is kind of a rare thing for Apple, which kind of makes you wonder about the sell-off that we've seen over the past couple weeks, if that was kind of pricing that in. But basically, what you see here, here's a look at Apple, an intraday chart. Typically we'll look at a daily chart. Thought for today we'd throw up the intraday chart, and this is just a 30-minute chart. But basically, what you see here is Apple trading today. We traded down throughout the afternoon. Got a little lunchtime rally, a little pop right there after 3 o'clock, and then they announced their earnings, which came in, like I said, less than expected. It came in at 8.67 per share, that you see right there. And look at the initial reaction. There was heavy selling in Apple and also in the S&Ps. The E-mini S&Ps actually traded down to 1397 off the news. You saw Apple trade down from 614 all the way down below 586. Put in a low, came right back, and now we're trading right around 609. So basically, you're pretty much unchanged at this point from where we were earlier in the day. If you owned Apple or had some short puts, you probably had a minor heart attack during this bar, but you're feeling pretty good right now. So looks like the premium sellers won on this one. The premium buyers look to be losers on this trade at this time, unless something major changes. Amazon, if you look at it, kind of the same song and dance. If you took away the numbers and just looked at the chart, you'd say basically same thing. It looks exactly like Apple as far as the trading goes. The numbers came out. Amazon sold off about 10%, coming down from about 230 down to 204. We're back at 220. So really what we're looking at here on Apple, again, the 620 area is really big. We'll switch back to a daily chart. We feel like the 620 area is still a very big area. We had talked about that area as a big support level. We'd like to see Apple get back above there before we really start looking for some long opportunities. But tomorrow morning we definitely expect to see a pretty good bit of premium sucked out of Apple based on the fact that it missed earnings and sold off and came right back. It's kind of an interesting thing to look at, but we're really watching that 620 area as a pivotal area. We haven't done a lot of research on Amazon. Just looking at Amazon daily chart, Apple looks a little bit stronger than Amazon right now based on the way that it's trading. And if you look at Amazon, if you go back and look at a weekly chart on Amazon, you see there's really not a whole lot of support until you start to get into the 210 to 208 level. So there's a pretty good pocket of support on the weekly chart at 208 to 210. So that'll be an important area to watch. So basically, if you're bullish on Amazon, you want to see it stay above that 208 to 212 area. So again, 208 to 212. Now, as far as resistance goes, obviously right now 240 where we were before. Before this week started, 240 is going to be the big resistance area to watch to the upside. Now, here's kind of the interesting thing to look at with the markets. The S&Ps came off today. We've been talking about gold. We had a special guest come on yesterday and talk about gold, that they felt like the 1690 area was really a big support area on the gold market. And gold held in fairly well today. There's a weekly chart on gold, obviously had a big sell-off, but if you pull up the daily, you would expect with the markets down like they were today. And again, it was down a little bit, but with Apple selling and everything, gold is holding up fairly well. So we're still looking at gold here, and as long as we're above 1690, we are going to be looking for some upside in gold. Now, if we break 1690, then it'll kind of go back to the drawing board. But we're looking for bullish strategies on gold at this time, as long as gold's priced above 1690. So looking at gold futures, basically that's about a 20-point window, which is 2,000 per contract on the outright gold. And again, what we typically do, we'll do option strategies based off that, and then use the price as kind of a get out level. If we break 1690, we'll look to cover long positions on gold. We've got a big event coming up this Saturday. that we'd like to invite all of you guys to. And again, this is one of our most popular events. It's a half-day trading class held this Saturday starting at 10 o'clock Eastern. If you haven't been to one of our half-day trading classes, you're really missing out. You know, one of the good things about doing these events on a Saturday is the fact that the markets are closed, that you can really focus on what the speakers are talking about. And so we've got some excellent speakers lined up. We've got Dan Cook of Nadex is going to be talking about defined risk trading strategies. Yours truly from Trading Pub is going to talk about the current markets. I'll just basically throw up several different charts. We'll look at some important levels and talk about different ways to play some different markets. And I'm going to cover 3 strategies for trading. We'll have Marcus Heitkucker from Rockwell Trading. He's going to talk about day trading with Fibonacci levels. Daryl Martin of Apex Investing is going to talk about setting profit targets on futures, forex, binary options, and Nadex spreads. And then Michael Liddick of Back to the Future Trading is going to talk about taking predictive market patterns from historical data. So again, this is a free event. You can register if you go to tradingpub.com/events. That's events plural with an S on the end there. And basically you just click register here. But again, we get excellent feedback from these events. I think it's probably some of our best stuff that we do each month. It's all about the education. You know, you come to this type of an event and you're going to learn a lot, and I guarantee that you'll be happy that you came. So be sure to join us this Saturday. Go to tradingpub.com/events. Again, we'll try to come out with a market commentary to kind of update what we covered. Obviously we've got the markets that a lot could happen overnight, but we'll do an update in the morning, kind of talk about some of the levels. We'll see where Apple's trading, see where Amazon's trading, and look at the S&Ps and see if we can find a good area in the S&Ps for some good areas to look to get long and get short as well based on support and resistance. So hope everyone has a wonderful evening. Again, be sure to join us this Saturday, October 27th, 10 o'clock Eastern Time. Welcome to TradingPub.com's morning report. Real quick before we get started, give you a standard risk disclaimer. As you know, when you start talking about futures and options products, there is substantial risk involved. We're not making any kind of recommendations here, just kind of going over some thoughts over some of the different markets that we watch throughout the week.